In this video, we're going to talk about untracking the hindquarters while you're riding. Now, before we get into this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain a little bit about some of the things we'd like to see and be thinking about before we ask for this. First of all, have a picture in your mind of what you want. That's always very important. Without that picture in your mind, it's going to be hard to really get the action that you're after. So I encourage you to think about it. Picture what you want here. So what we're going to work on today is one rein stop. And this one rein stop has many parts and has a lot of meaning. Most of you who are familiar with this probably know the one rein stop is a safety valve. Should your horse decide to run off or be impulsive, have a problem, you'd like to be able to get your horse to where you can bring his head around and untrack the hindquarters. This is a great place to show untracking of the hindquarters. It's another thing I want to stress about this one rein stop is it's not something you practice when you're in a pickle. You want to get this one rein stop working for you when you're having a good day, when you're having a good ride, when you're here in a safe environment, an arena. Get this good at a walk, a trot, and one day even a lope. When you are doing this one rein stop at a lope, you don't want to just pull his head around and knock the hindquarters over. He could tip over, you could get hurt. So if folks were to get hurt with this, that's probably what they've done. They've probably grabbed a little too much, a little too soon. So you want to get this to where it works automatically, where it comes second nature. You don't even have to think about it. When you have a problem, you can reach down, shorten up that rein, apply your leg, your seat, and get the hindquarters to untrack. So to start with, a couple key points I want to go over. You want to be able to reach down this rein way short. Notice my supporting hand is helping me get short on this rein. You might want to be about here so that you could bring your horse's head around to 90 degrees or maybe even a little more if you need to get your horse shut down. So get handy with your reins, get handy with your lead rope. Those are very important to do here. Now, as I explained in the groundwork untracking, we time up with that inside hind leg. When we ask this to happen, we'd like that inside hind leg to be just leaving the ground, or just before it leaves the ground, so your horse knows where to go with that foot. Now, in an emergency situation, your timing might not be that good, but you'd like to have practiced this enough that it's going to work for you no matter what. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to ride off, and I'll ride off to my right. I'd like some life in my horse. Now, if you are in a predicament with your horse, you probably have plenty of life, so that might not be an issue. As I come around here to initiate this one rein stop, I'm going to reach down. I want my horse forward, and I'm going to apply my seat and my leg to get my horse to disengage his hindquarters. Now, you notice once he started to disengage and reach through with that inside hind, I quit asking. But I did not let go of my rein. I want to wait until my horse is stopped and soft. As you can see here, he's pretty soft. He's hanging on to this until I turn him loose. And that was pretty nice. Now that's the way it should look. For a lot of you, you may have your horse finally get stopped, and it may take a while for him to get stopped. Just hang in there, wait for him to get stopped, and typically what's going to happen, just as he stops, he's going to brace on your hand, if he isn't bracing on it already. So keep in mind, you get what you release for. If your horse is nice and soft and round in here and your rein is slack and he gets stopped, if he braces a bit in there, hang on until he gets soft. Once he's stopped and soft, that's when you release. Real important to get those two together. So I hope this has helped you out and gives you some things to think about. I want you to watch these videos as a critic. You're going to see things that we're working on, that we're trying to get better, and I want to give you some examples of what you might come across and be working on yourself. So anyway, hope this helps out.